What's up, everybody? It's your favorite YouTuber, Marco Polo. Today I want to talk about budgeting yourself out of poverty. Is it possible? And as a special treat, I want to take you to an abandoned Spanish fort. Abandoned. This is going to be pretty cool. Hold on, let me take you there. All right, you got me here. I'm on some bridge, some highway bridge that goes over Lake Catherine, Louisiana. It's a little bit of a windy day, probably 15 to 20 knots of wind. And that right there, folks, that is an abandoned Spanish fort. Basically, this Lake Catherine connects to another lake, I forget the name of it, which opens out into the Gulf of Mexico. This is one of the old routes that famed pirate Jean Lafitte used to take. And let me take you into this abandoned Spanish fort, and we'll have a chat. Ready? Zoom, zoom. Now, remember in that lake, I can remember now, it's called Lake Bourne. Lake Catherine connects to Lake Bourne to the south, and that opens to the Gulf of Mexico. This is Fort Pike State Historic Site, closed. It's been closed for many years. It's been damaged due to hurricanes and bad weather. It used to be kept up, I believe, by the state, and they used to have rangers here. Let's see if we can get inside. Zoom. There it is. Found my way in. Found entry. Let's get on in here. We've got some outbuildings here. As you can see, the old fort. There's a lot of history here. It's so amazing. I believe it's been deemed unsafe. Oh, check it out. It's a cannon. Let's go check out this cannon. Whoop, there it is. Dang, that thing is big. Pretty incredible, huh? That is awesome. Let's go see some more. I see what looks like the start of a wall over here. Let's get a look at that. Okay, folks, this is my first time ever being here. I don't think anybody's been around here in a long time. This is absolutely beautiful. Wow. It's got like a moat. You can see a moat. That's like some swampy water around this old structure. Wow, it's pretty incredible. Let's go on inside. Oh, this is too cool. It's got like chambers in here. All in stone. This one's dripping. Ooh, yucky. That's some mud. Straight up mud. This place has been flooded out. Bars on the windows. Lord knows that's not even probably safe in there. Let me walk back out into another section. This is not an original picnic table that came with the fort. This is new, if you're wondering. Wow, check it out. Guys, this is absolutely stunning. This is beautiful. This is U.S. history. Commissary. Magazines. Not the kind of magazines you read. I believe that's where they kept the cannonballs, explosives. Pretty cool. Let's have a walk around. So I'd recently viewed a video on YouTube where people are complaining and saying you can't budget your way out of poverty. I believe you can do it. If there's a will, there's a way. If you put your mind to it, you can pretty much accomplish anything. I'm a true believer in willpower and determination, dedication. One of the simpler ways to budgeting is, I thought about it like this. Let's say you're living, on not so much of a paycheck like the rest of us. And times are tough. Well, you're stretching your money. You're stretching it to no end. You're barely getting by, right? If you were to save 10%, when you get paid, take 10% before you even start your money with anything else, for your bills, before buying anything, before obligations. You just take that 10% of your pay and you put it away. Well, that, my friends, would be budgeting yourself out of poverty. It might take a long time. It probably will. But in time, you'll see the effects. You definitely will. Now, I'm here literally walking on a ledge. I'm walking on a ledge sort of like the American consumer or your everyday middle-class person. This way, it's a long way down. One misstep, bam, gone. This way, well, you're just going to fall in the weeds. And it might be hard to get back up and make your way back to this ledge. But on the other side of this ledge, well, I got a walkway over there. That'd be a path. And I'm making this a path. So budgeting yourself. Can you drink your coffee at home? Can you brew your coffee and bring it before you go to work, or have it before you go to work? Pack lunches. Cut back on eating out, or just quit eating out altogether until you get a good handle on things. Until you get out of poverty, you probably shouldn't eat out at all. Yeah, Marco Polo. Take away all the good little pleasures in my life. Well, yeah, life isn't all about pleasure. Sometimes we have to go through hard times. It's no fault of our own. But we got to do what we got to do in order to achieve what we're after. So what are you after? Leave a comment below if you like this place, or if you have any input. Okay, I stepped up here, sort of a lookout point. You can see out over the lake. Beautiful day today. Even though it's kind of cool, a little chilly. 40, 45 degrees tops. It's a small fort, isn't it? This is a treasure. This is something that we need to be keeping up or restoring. This is our history. Nice, right? So yeah, I believe it is possible to budget yourself out of poverty. And I believe if you don't budget yourself, that's a recipe for poverty. Debt. Debt can be a tool. I'm all on board for that. If you use debt to buy things that make you more money, good debt. Debt in real estate, where you can collect rent. Obviously, most of us have mortgages. If you don't have a mortgage, you're probably renting or you're a homeowner. Congratulations. It's harder and harder nowadays to be a homeowner. And they say, oh yeah, I'm a homeowner. Well, stop paying your taxes for 3 years and see who owns your home after that. I heard that one. I don't really like that. Yeah, property tax is such a scam. Yeah, folks, certain things like going out on the town, why not just go to parks? Go to places like I do. Explore a little bit. You know, you don't need to be sitting there at a bar having $16, $17 drinks. That's what they're going for nowadays. If you have to have a drink, go get your little bottle, bring it home, do it like an adult, don't drive nowhere. Check this out. Oh man, somebody put some graffiti in there. Come on. I mean, who's really wanting to read that? Graffiti in a historic site. Obviously, there's always somebody going to mess with something. I'm definitely not the first person to sneak up in here, or the last. I really would like to see this place restored. It'd be a nice place to come and have picnics and hang out. You folks, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, share my video, like it, leave a comment. You know, all that things that boost the algorithm so I can continue doing stuff like this. I mean, I'm different and I always want to do different things. Some of my content that I do share is universal knowledge to financial folks, but I love finance. I love reading books. Richest Man in Babylon, that's one of my top books. That's why I say save 10%. If you could take 10% and pay yourself before you live on the rest, if you're barely making it on what you got, well, you can barely make it on 90% as well. You'll find a way. You're finding a way already. You'll find a way. Pay yourself first. If you don't know what that is, read the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad. That one is a game changer. It'll change the way you think about money. And folks, we're here to live a good life. We are here to struggle sometimes. A life without struggle is a tragedy because it's a life without resistance. Just like when we're exercising, we lift weights, resistance. The heavier the weight, the stronger we get. The force that we have to push against. Well, that can also work in life. You just don't want too much. You don't want to buckle underneath it. All right, folks. I'm going to have to get moving here. I don't want to hang out here too long. Exit this way. This is Marco Polo. Please have a great day. Peace.